Good morning to all of you. I welcome you to this session of file handling in C. In today's session, we will continue from our previous discussion, wherein we were discussing about the file handling concepts in C language. And we discussed that we can do some operations on a file using a C program, like the creation of a new file, opening an existing file, reading, writing, and updating the files. For this, we have got some data structures and some functions which can assist us. So let me just go to the C environment here, and let's revisit the last program that I wrote in my last video. So this was the program, right? We just then modified this program to enter a series of characters. Okay. And if you remember, if we go to DOS shell, there is a file with this contents. Hello, how are you all? I hope you are fine. Now, instead of watching the contents of this file going into the DOS shell, I would like to write a program to display the contents of this file. So that would be the idea behind today's lecture. So what I can do is I can save this file as file2.c. To read from a file, you need to open the file in the R mode, right? So now I'm trying to open this file a1.txt for reading purpose. So whatever is there in the file, I can read it. And for this function to work properly, this file a1.txt should exist. If we are trying to open it in a R mode, it should be existing. Otherwise, it would throw a error in our program, right? And we won't be able to read from the file, because if the file is non-existent, we cannot read anything, right? And then we can just modify the things here. In the last video, we discussed about the function putC, and today we'll discuss its alternative as the getC, right? So this function getC would help you to read a single character from the file. So remember the contents of the file. Hello, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. So this would read the first character from the file, that is a capital H. Okay. So if I just print it here, I can use it, print it using the printf command, or I can also use the putchar command. I'll show it to you. So what I'm doing here is I'll just show it like this. Here I'm opening the file a1.txt in read mode. And when you open a file in the read mode, the file pointer is pointing to the first character in the file. Okay. So when you use this getC function, it would read the first character or the character on which the file pointer is pointing and store it in the variable ch, which is a char variable. Okay. And then if you print it, obviously it will print a capital H. So let's first save this, compile this and display. So you can see it has taken, it has read the first character from the file, right? Okay. Then if I just write this command again, I'll just copy this thing from here. And if I just paste it here, what I'll do is I'll put a getch pause here, or I can put a timed pause here with the sleep command so that you can see its effect. And for this sleep, we require this file dos.h, right? So what I'm doing here is it will first read the first character h, and then after a pause of 3 seconds, it will again read from the file. After reading h, the pointer has now moved to the character e. So it would now read e. So you can see the effect here, right? Okay. So it has read the first two characters because I've used getC twice. Now to read the entire contents of the file, I can put this getC in a loop like this. So what I can do here is I can use it like this. Yeah, maybe it works. Let's check. And then I can simply do like this. Okay, so you can see it will read the entire contents of the file. Now what is happening here is ch is equal to getCP reads one character, and this while loop would end only once we have reached the end of the file. Since now we are dealing with the file, so as soon as the file ends, all the characters have been read, this while loop would be exited. Okay, and for simplicity, maybe you can show it like this, that this is the while loop here. So this is how you can read characters from a file and display. Okay, and instead of this printf, you can also use the putchar function, which is analogous to your getchar. Getchar is used to input a character and putchar is used to print a character. The effect would be the same. Okay, so this is the output of this program. So this is how you can read with the help of a file. And remember, while reading, the necessary condition is that this file a1.txt must exist. If this file is not there, then you won't be able to read from the file. And to read all the characters, simply put this ch is equal to get cp operation into a while loop and indicate with the help of a end of file condition. Now here this end of file is for the file which is being used. So till the time you reach the end of the file a1.txt, this while loop would keep on reading characters and this putchar or a printf statement would keep on displaying these characters on the screen. And remember, once you have done, you're done with all the operations of a file, then remember it to close it, because while you're writing simple programs, it's okay. But if you are writing uh, an application where you are opening and closing your files a number of times, then it is always a good idea to close a file whenever its intended purpose is done, right? So that is all for today's video. In my next video, I'll be discussing some other file handling functions with you. And so till the time, keep watching my videos. Thank you very much.